Gentleman in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the stream. That Tesla rally is continuing, really strong into the close. Bitcoin's flat today, hasn't really moved from yesterday. And we're just gonna look at this stuff. Okay, here you go, man. Hard to get excited when you're not making higher highs yet, but there's no real inflection point until 92K, so they could continue marching this thing higher. But, you know, we go into the 4 hour, you can clearly see it above my head.
Just because I finally caught you live at the start, but have kept up on the channel. Thanks for the insight.
Angry Abuela, thank you for the 420 contribution. Is it a joint? Thank you, man. Yeah, well, I mean, I really do appreciate when people are able to make it. I know a lot can't. Some people lose interest. People got lives, they got things going on. So, thank you, dude. But here it is. I mean, like, more scaled in of what we got going on since we bottomed out on the 11th. Give me an audio check too. I upped my volume. I'm so sorry. I didn't even know I could do that really with this thing. It was at 50% and I was like eating the mic. So it should be a lot better now, but I just need to confirm that. Let me know. One sec. Okay. Eat the mic. No, I don't need to anymore. No need. Yeah, cheeseburgers taste better. Yeah, they do, man. For sure. A lot better. Volume's way better. Bob, congrats on the HPC harmonic pattern collection software. Victory. You did it, man. Yeah, Scott Carney streams Tuesdays, Thursdays. Definitely always worth looking at, watching. Definitely pretty much the only person I watch on YouTube in this world really is him. So yeah, I mean, if you care about channels, like if you care about the supply line respect we're seeing here, I mean, they tested it and then, you know, sold off last night. Then, you know, Wall Street pushed this thing up higher, but not high enough to break the level. And that's just the concerning part. That's like what's just so hard to trust an asset that is in a confirmed downtrend for 2 months now, and this is all you have. I mean, it seems methodical. I hope we break upward. I mean, what happened today? Was it? Oh, look, you know, GameStop. They're adding Bitcoin to their cash reserves. I think that was announced, and GameStop's up after hours, but Bitcoin didn't even move. In fact, it's down since then. And a Robinhood announcement tomorrow, right? So they might do it too, but just. There's no news-driven catalyst that is pushing this thing higher at all. It's just like, what would it take, man? Really? So I'm looking at this, and I just can't get excited until we're above 92K. I'm sorry. You got to just, like, be careful until the trend reverses definitively. And it's interesting what some of these alts are doing. For sure, interesting. Ethereum's doing something kind of interesting. All right, so they recaptured 2050. Candle closed yesterday, and now what are they doing? They're trying to confirm the resistance as support. So that's nice. That is certainly not bad. What was this? Yeah, so, I mean, before this candle, we were talking about if you were going to try to long this, your stop would be at like 1949, 1950. You would not want to own Ethereum below that level. Really below 1972, but give a few dollars of leeway. So that's the cutoff here. This thing can go up another 13% and still be in a downtrend. And only go test the supply line. So just not much. I mean, what do you want, man? It hasn't moved. It's down 0.75% from the last time we spoke to each other. Yeah, you got about 13% upside before the supply line. You break 21.27, should be pretty easy and smooth up there. So that's it. Not really like a great structure, right? But nevertheless, above a key level that you desperately needed to get back above. So that's somewhat okay. That's good. That's not like a bad thing. Good. We were trading below it. It's really, really bad. So cool. XRP flat again, like yesterday. Still, we have not seen 265, 272 tested. And that's about it. I mean, what are you going to do? Like, there's no update. Like, nothing changed. Yeah, nothing changed on this one. It's either you buy at 190, 196, or you do nothing. All right, there's just nothing to do here. How do you manage your risk? You can't. Impossible to manage risk in this situation. You can put it at 225 below this swing low from February 7th, but that's not really like a big level. I guess they back tested at March 18th, but yeah, you know, the issue with that is when you're trying to like manage risk with swing lows within a range, like, you know, the level of all levels, 190, 196, you know, 265, 272, but like in between, yeah, there are a few times 230, 225 has been a support. The issue is your upside is limited. That's why you're always trying to buy the major low point of a range, because you know you can strategize a stop loss optimally, and you know your upside potential is at its highest. And when you're trying to long here, it's just not as good of an argument for the upside. Not a strategic entry of an entry. Okay, so nice, XRP's flat. Nice. Solana. All right. Well, this was of the big ones, this was the only one that made any sense. I mean, I guess Ethereum's trying to shape up in a way of price action at a key level, 2050. They're really trying, but Solana really, right, the buyers were captured. They reconfirmed its validity as support, and you started, you know, breaking above 130. It's like, man, that's a good day. And then the breakout was yesterday. Today, catch and follow through. And just reiterating the analysis from yesterday, because just not much has changed, right? If you're breaking 135.81, your big target on deck is like 160, 158. Swing high from April, May, July, August, September of 2024, all last year. So 158 to 160 would be on deck, unless, you know, you're looking at Bitcoin and this really is a serious supply line, and they're going to respect it like they are right now, which would be kind of just, wow, not good. There's a ton of downside potential on Bitcoin, and it would remain inside of its structure again since March 10th. That's a 2-week large structure we have here on the 4-hour. I mean, Bitcoin could go down legit 7% and remain within this. That's what sucks. And in a situation like this, you know, you do have like the maximum downside potential because you're at the very tip top of that structure. So I hope it doesn't. Now just break it and go to 92K, fine. That'd make me really happy. But it's why it's a weird market, right? Really weird market. So all you can do is like something like Solana. Okay, have your stops below 122. Right below that, you have an argument to just not own it because you're going to 90. But if you hold like this, then it's a 160 target, and that's we'll reassess at 160. But I don't even know how does it get to 160 if Bitcoin rugs. Bitcoin goes down 7%. There's no way Solana gets to 160. So yeah, good start. And this is like, you know, they're starting to become a few here that are recapturing levels where they had been violated. They've been broken, but we'll look at some. Okay, BNB. This is one where, you know, it was confirmed at top, and now they engulfed, and now you're just failing. You're still failing to break 638. It's just like, oh, it's more in sync with Bitcoin now. Like, where, okay, if you're look at this. I mean, that's 3 times now they failed. 3 times. Is this it? I mean, Yeah, I mean, no divergence or anything, but man, like, when are they just going to give it up? You know, this would play out ultimately well if Bitcoin did reverse at the supply line. Yeah, really tricky market, man, right now. You got all kinds of, well, the macro doesn't look great. You know, Bitcoin's kind of in the well-established downtrend, but Solana recaptured levels and holding and has broken back in, you know, to where there's a lot of upside. And then, but then BNB doesn't look good. It's failing 3 times now to break 638. We had our first storm today in Miami. First storm of really like the year, but not really the year. It's the season. I mean, like, we haven't had active weather since like maybe October. So it's been really, really boring weather-wise. I mean, I got a 280-degree view up here. Can see for hundreds of miles out yonder, and just finally getting some lightning strikes and some activity, severe thunderstorms. So it was fun. But I don't know, y'all know my shirt. Anyone know this shirt? Any of y'all out there understand what this shirt is? You see this logo? What does the B stand for? It's not but. Yeah, just Binance. Okay. So you can, if you have a bearish bias, you're probably trying to short BNB somehow. If you have a more bullish bias, you're probably trying to be long on Solana, maybe Ethereum due to that 2050 level. But it's still hard to trust because the trend's so well established, and XRP not much to do because it's not at inflection points. And Cardano was at, you know, an inflection point, and we were just wondering, like, why the weakness? Why is it not running now? And it started, right? It's begun today a little bit off that 68.8 cent level. And there is good upside. I mean, good upside if they can, I don't know, they can break 76 cents, which they haven't been able to do. Like, out locally, are you kidding me? It's like, why is it so tough here? 81 cents would be a short-term target on deck, that mid-February peak, right? 3 different peaks before dumping. It was really pretty, actually, on the 4-hour, like 3 falling peaks and just nice flush. And then this was the Trump pump and dump weekend extravaganza, just really fraudulent. But after the sell-off, I mean, just an 88% retrace. We know those. And positive price action correlation to inflection points, 65, 69 cents, and still above it. So, I mean, if Bitcoin's gonna break higher, you got 81 to 90 cents up here looming. So that's good. A lot better shape than many other alts are just not in good positions like this. But all right. You could even, someone be out there being like, dude, that's an M shape. Maybe it's pretty deep on the B point if you were going to call it that. But whatever. We don't even need an M shape. Okay. It's just, you don't want to own it below 65 cents. That's all I can tell you. You're going to 46 cents very easily if you break in that support. But hey, the buyers are holding up. Holding up pretty well. We can look at Doge. Yeah, Doge did a thing, man. They're trying to recapture a level on Doge. Really important. Let me show you. Where's the Doge? Here it is. Up 5% almost. Yeah, they did it yesterday. They're recapturing yesterday. This is very, very similar to Solana, but Solana, all these swing lows were really nice back tests. But like, again, like, it would have been better if Doge at the lows would have tested 17.8 cents. It's just so real. Look, swing high, swing low on the candle close, reversal point last year, reversal point 2022, reversal point 2021. It'd be nice to back test that, but all right. This is just what happens after long extended drawdowns, right? Short setup, exit. All the 3 targets were hit. Then it exceeded that for a little bit. And then Bitcoin, recovered off the lows sideways. And there's a ton of upside potential. At least to 21.9 cents on Doge. That's about 14, 15%. If they break, I mean, there's just so much that has to be done here for things to improve. But a good start. Divergence finally played out, I guess, right? continued on, going for the highest daily candle close since like March 7th. So it's still not even that great, right? Okay. And if you care about the channel at all, right, it's very, very clear and very well respected. Very well respected. Once you broke that heart line, it was just straight down to test the. Right, you have 1 and 2 and 3 here, right? When they broke the heart line, it was straight down to test it before rallying. And eventually, it came on back down. So upside to the heart line, 24.79 cents. But if they even, what's so crazy about Doge is like they could take this thing up like 60-something%. You don't believe it. They could take it up like 60-something%, and it'd still be contained within this downtrend. You'd be to hit the supply line of this. So that, I mean, it's crazy, right? A lot of upside in a downtrend. Let me turn these lights on, I think. Hold on a sec. One sec. Okay, are y'all having
no ICO, no pre-mean, no dev tax, no insiders, just a classic Bitcoin-style fair launch in 2018, delivered on the vision paper, truly solves the hard problems in crypto, retesting and still above 2021 ATH. Not on TradingView, not a Beanie Baby. Who am I?
It is a Beanie Baby. Dude, it's not a Beanie Baby because it doesn't have the tie tag on its ear, okay? It's an off-brand joke stuffed animal that doesn't have the pellets in it. It's wanting to be a Beanie Baby, though. That's Lord Beerus coin, okay? So, nice try. Nice try, dude. Don't do it. Yeah, what else? There was another couple that were recapturing some levels. Big deal. I mean, I think Avalanche recaptured. Yeah, someone requested this. It's like, dude, back above $22, $20, you're in good shape. They really needed that. So you would want like, okay, fine. You would want something like this. If you wanted to take action, if you wanted to be really strong, something like that. You just would want confirmation of the recapturing. See what they've done here before? You want that same type of price action. Okay. So cool to see that Avalanche might have been doomed, but in the past 2 days, you're up like 14, 15%. Nice. Not all hope is lost, it seems like, on all of these. There was another one I saw, I think, that was similar. Was it IMX? And some just can't catch a break, dude. Some are like still down. Well, how did Shiba do? Oh, all right. We were screwed below 1,300, but if you're back above 1,300, you got good upside. Okay, so Shiba was doomed and is no longer doomed. Okay. Yet. Yeah, we got 3 minutes till the daily candle closes. We recaptured it yesterday. So the issue is like, okay, it's really cool that you're above the levels, but we got to see some fall through. We got to start making some higher highs, higher lows here. It was cool. There's some divergence finally. Looks like it started playing out. This is just a magic level where they did this. We were here in mid-September. Go look at the streams, the 18th, 19th, 20th. That's some really positive price action correlation to an inflection zone. Hopefully we would get that again. If we pulled back, we would formally test it as support. So see, it's like we were screwed, and then new data comes in, and maybe we're not as screwed now because the buyers are not letting any fall through from sellers occur. Because down here, oh my God, it's such a quick ride down, just as fast as we rallied up. How's storage do? Storage is, my God, dude, this is so important, man. I mean, you got to understand these levels, what's happening. And it's just starting to come in the past couple days. Okay, this is new development. You can see storage is a low, then a slightly lower low, and then you can clearly see divergence. Here's some really strong bullish divergence on the RSI on the daily at the inflection point. That's really nice. I mean, you probably don't want to end storage anymore below 27.5 cents. But dang, man, if you recapture a level like this, you can see the implications, any of them, right? You can see the implications, big reactions, big reversals. Big reactions and reversals. So the somber picture, maybe not as somber. So much work to be done, but this is a new development, and here we are, 1 and 2, the original anchor points of this trend line. Here's 3, and here we are up against the supply line. I don't know if I'd call this a wedge or anything. It looks more like it's just a channel, kind of. But that's interesting. Storage could be at max upside potential levels after a failed attempt from sellers. Because we know how screwed you are if it's a real bearish breakdown below 28 cents. And it was not real as of now. Like, since mid-March, they've recaptured the level. So that's great. We needed that really bad, chat, okay? Understand? Look on the sunsets. Yeah, we got sunsets out here. The storm has passed. I can still see the lightning out in the distance.
We'll look back fondly on these interactions. Time will tell. No certainties, just probabilities. Highly likely you'll want Mitrata at eventually. Peace.
Yeah, dude, that's what they all say. So that's what they all say, right? One day you'll understand that this stream has nothing to do with crypto. It is the universal language of technical analysis. Yeah, we're looking at assets. We're looking at the index funds, the big cryptos, the majors, even the small caps sometimes. We're looking all across all markets, commodities, equities, cryptocurrencies, standard traditional currencies. And we're not trying to forecast where they're going, dude. We're looking for the framework that increases our probability of a particular outcome. And at the same time, we want optimum risk management. That's it. Storage hype in the chat. This is a big deal. So just the issue with these, like, they're so illiquid still. Good luck getting filled on your orders if it's meaningful. Hey man, but you got a few grand or whatever, you'll probably be no big deal. But yeah, it's above this 28 cent level. Please pay attention. Some really serious good stuff could be in the mix if Bitcoin doesn't rug pull us, okay? And the daily candle just closed across the crypto market. So, go ahead and sing some Jesus chimes. Do it, man. All right. It was just a nothing burger type of day, down 0.11%. It's not about Bitcoin as much as it is some of these altcoins recapturing key levels after they were violated. That's a start, okay? That's step 1 to the recovery process. A lot more steps need to occur. Really just kind of like, these alts are not even going to get started, dude. If Bitcoin's at a supply line, there's too much supply, and you're going to roll over and go down 7% to see the bottom of this channel. The alts are cooked. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but you just cannot argue with the 2-month trend we are in, and it's so well established. The butterfly is still incomplete. 74K would complete it. I'd feel a lot better down there for risk management. Feel better for structures. Up here, yeah, I don't feel too amazing about Bitcoin right now. Okay. I hope what we're looking at, it's just the 4 hour, who cares? And we're at 92K and the alts are going to do things, right? And here's another one real quick so you can see it. Filecoin also above 285, $3. This is not a joke either. again, like it could be a big old blunder or effed. This is like trade setup stuff. It's very pure, where you have this level that goes back to December 2022. How many times have we reversed here? Well, locally, one time and now two times. The sellers have attempted to break that support and they have failed. And now on this low to slightly lower low, you can see the divergence. Sellers being exhausted here. Okay, and so they've recaptured it. They've even reconfirmed it as support a couple days. And now we're above the entire zone. And the implications of being above this, it a lot of times manifests into way higher prices. And I have no idea. I don't think it will play out if Bitcoin dumps 7%, okay, at this supply line. But we don't have to know where the asset's going next. Someone could just take a shot. We're finally at these low-end risk levels, where if not here, then where, right? If you're not taking a shot on, hey, you care about crypto and low risk and ranges, like if you're not taking longs after failed bearish breakdowns a couple times and then they recapture, right? Then where would you be taking strategic longs? That's the question. It's like, if this isn't a good potential area to construct a trading plan, then where would be a good area? So I don't, yeah, it can't play out if Bitcoin's going to collapse, but it's just interesting to see some of these, right? Or we've just had no opportunity for a couple months now or more. Maybe stuff's starting to show us some favor again, a little bit. Does that make any sense? I don't know. They're all still Beanie Babies, chat. We're off-brand Beanie Babies. What's up, Jarrett? Thank you for watching, man. What's up, Silk? Invested Crypto. Jonathan. Oh, I like turtles. He's watching the stream. Andrew 3 says audio is great today. Yeah, up the volume. Yeah, the music should be really low. Voice should be good and loud. That's right, Nick. The Beanie Babies are saving the world. This technology is doing things. Okay, so maybe we spend enough time on crypto. We look at total real quick if you want. Here it is. I like turtles. Well, the issue with total, I mean, like the downtrend is still well intact. All they've done on the totals is 2 days now. Oh, God. What are they? I hate this, man. This is like crypto. Look. Oh, really? Really, dude? The exact same intraday highs at the 200-day simple moving average. It just makes me want to vomit a little bit. I kind of feel like sick. I hate that. And then you just understand, like, we have the incomplete M shape, like on Bitcoin. Again, it's just, this was always a possibility. This is like buyer, and this could very well be buyer inducing price action. Like, people are like, I'm not afraid anymore. And then, yeah, right, dude, the guy with the shovel gonna pop up and wreck you. I mean, this still, until the trend reverses, well, really until buyers are taking out $3 trillion, this is a valid butterfly pattern. I mean, I get it, man. People are going to just, it continues to float on up and change nothing technically. Trend-wise, nothing changes, but people think something good is happening. It's just not really doing what you want it to yet. We need to see some sort of God candle above $3.1 trillion for this ship to turn around. But for now, a very well intact downtrend. That will not change until things happen that I've already discussed. So you just cannot, it's hard to trust the market. Still very hard. Did a trend analysis. Man. Yep, so we can maybe shift gears to the my index funds. S&P 500, still an unfilled gap. Not much progress made today, up 0.24%. It's nothing special. This changes nothing. That gap just makes me feel nauseous because they fill. I mean, it's cool. We broke above the 200-day simple moving average, but that's like, what is that? Evening star? Evening Doge star? Oh, don't do it, man. You know, it might be a quick ride down to fill the gap and then to maybe retest that 565 level. That'd be I think that's like what we want. I mean, you don't want to like not do that because it's going to happen eventually. So might as well get it over with. Come back down, test the level, fill the gap, and then we can run to $600. You know, that'd be great. Oh, what the heck? Drawing tool. Dow Jones up 0.01%, no progress. All right, the same as yesterday. An unfilled gap at 41, let's just say 42K. Well, the 200. Well, you will always want confirmation, forms of confirmation, right? If it's an X and A, then we're working on the A to B wave, smaller wave. Probably going to go retest lows, fill gaps, and maybe you'll get something like this before a bigger wave up. Yep, this is something that was overdue. We were discussing it all late last week. It's like, okay, massive drawdown, very short period of time. You get reflexive rallies, but the reflexive rally isn't going to be, you know, you're probably not going to head on up to all-time highs again off this. You'll probably come and retest some lows here or put in like some sort of potential W shape, right? The wave structures, confirmation low. If it's a higher low, fine, lower low, whatever, same low. But that's all you got today. Yeah, NASDAQ, I think Tesla for this, single-handedly moving the market. So remember, we're talking about, you still got the anchor points, the high to low here, your Fibonacci. You still, even after today, have not seen a 38% retrace. The golden zone, your common retrace zones, this is where you would be kind of thinking we would be going if we were going to retrace before rolling over. What would make the most sense here would be a 18,653 test. Hopefully it's not resistance. And then we roll over again. But then they would fill the gap. And it's like, hey, you know, you think about, okay, they keep it running. They keep the squeeze going. And we test a support resistance as resistance. We roll over and we come down and we fill the gap here. We get something like that. Okay, then we're talking something way more promising than what we have right now. We just don't have enough. There's no structure. You just impulse down. You're reacting. Unfilled gaps below you. And there's resistance above you, but we're not there yet. So we could keep going and stay within the parameters of the common retrace zone. Okay. Nice. IWM just up against 209. Yeah, small caps. Can't really get it going. Pretty weak. And unfilled gap 203. I think they'd be filling soon. So, all right. Nice. Gold is okay. It closed up 0.26% today. Still so elevated. Little divergence. The MACD still above $3,000. That's amazing, right? But again, all-time high premium. Nothing to do here. If you want to swing trade, there's just nothing to do, right? You had chances. There was a diamond pattern. There were these swing lows here, breaking resistance. There were just different times to think about this. But up here, it's a no-brainer. Like there's just no way to. What are you going to do? Oh, a stop loss below 3K? Well, that's going to most likely get triggered whether it breaks it bad or test it and then rallies again. So, yeah, good luck. Nice, though. The sun's gone now, man. The sun was setting, like it was hitting the horizon while the intro was going, but yeah, it's just really bright. It's hard for this camera. You got the sun going. Yeah, silver got that shark, potential shark there. Really nice engulfing candle today. It's at 2.14%, but yeah, still valid, still something to look at and say, oh man, I don't know. Hey, I hope we just break it and we run. We get a 113. A 113 shark would be brilliant because it would be overhead resistance from 2012. Yeah, that would make the most sense. 2011, 2012. Look at the reversals we got there. Ridiculous, right? Perfect. So I would hope that a 113 would happen just to, I mean, that's TA Tetris. And it's a 200% retrace B to D, so you get some decent confluence there. Wow, okay. Right at the bullish control zone threshold, pretty much at 60. So I hope that happens. But right now we are at an 886. We did kind of react a little bit, so all right. Been live now 42 minutes. Wow. If you're enjoying just the coverage, hit that like button, Bella. So thanks for being here. U.S. Steel, that had been doing pretty well, is now, it did have its highest daily candle close since March of last year. So we're talking 52-week highs, and things have been kind of trending well, you know, for this asset for a while. And yeah, I love the M shape, how it completed. I love the price action correlation. That's what the ticket, man. That's your ticket to dreams coming true, is when you're able to identify a very real M shape complete, just happens to be completing perfectly at levels where there's been historical reversals. That's what we call inflection points, inflection zones. Yeah, it was perfect, and so it's just continued on up from there. Pretty much hit the top of the harmonic. So maybe someone down here is taking a little profit, but because you are coming up against some very, very real support resistance. I mean, it's not a joke. 2014, 2018. I mean, I don't know. Like, if they break that, wow, that could be really wild. So, United States Steel Corporation trending well. Trending well since the M ship completed at the end of the year, December 31st. Now, sugar. Man, you wonder, man. Sugar trying to hold it again. Man, trying to hold on. It was up 1.5%. Orange juice futures finally recovering a little bit. It's the excited moon boy meme. Wow, what a drawdown so fast. Coffee futures unstoppable. Right, we were looking at this yesterday. Just price contraction unfolding. Great trend. All-time highs. I mean, amongst all-time highs since February to now. And if they break upward, I mean, you're going to go test 430 again. But, man, it's just what's going on with the beans? Anyone? I wonder what Chris Irwin's thinking about this chart. Irwin Coffee, drinking it. Hog futures up today. Hog's kind of trending well too. Hope you like your bacon. Natural gas, it's been in a nice uptrend, but God, like, how do you ignore this? Look at that shooting star. It's beautiful at a resistance. Yeah, I think you're going to get maybe pullbacks, but this trend's probably going to continue on till $6-7. Nothing really do here. We're just looking at some commodities, you know, whatever. Copper's incredible, man. It was just the harmonic framework type 2 return just so happened to be completing at a very real support resistance. This is what I'm talking about. This is the stuff. Where do you want to identify the harmonic framework? At undeniable inflection points from history. The M shape, the type 1, the type 2 return. It's so real and discernible. Okay, that's the level to be trying to manage your risk. I mean, that's definitely the optimum area for risk management, because look at it now. What did it do? What did copper do today, chat? Copper hit its highest level in human history. So Jesus chimes for copper futures doing something it's never done today. Took out the old all-time high from May of last year. Really nice engulfing candle. That's it. Copper futures killing it. Nice, dude. Nice. Oil flat today. Yeah, that's kind of your notable commodities on the upside. Go to the Mag 7 now. Let's take a look at Tesla. Man, it was like, oh, we're pulling back. And it closed at the highs of the day. The buyers recaptured the 200-some moving average, and we're on the way to $300. We'll be testing $300, and it's going to be a huge battle between buyers and sellers. This level is so real. So real, man. All right, that's on deck. You might be getting it tomorrow. But after such a dramatic and unbelievable correction, 56% drawdown in 83 days. It's, that's just, you're getting extreme here, and a reflexive rally is so overdue, and now you're getting it. I mean, where Tesla in a 3-day period is up 22%, TSLL up 44%. So there you have it. Nice day on Tesla, holding the index funds up single-handedly. Meta, it recovered too. But then your second best gainer on the 7 was Google. Yep, unfilled gaps down here, but hey, they're running it. In fact, they're going for a gap fill at 173.66 really. March 7th, gap down. 200-day moving average above you. Yep, overdue. There didn't have to be structure. We just knew, all right, it's just so beaten down. Eventually, the bids will start coming. It's starting to come in, right? They're coming in. No real surprise. If you're surprised that the sell-off finally concluded after a drawdown, such a dramatic and fast-paced drawdown, I mean, talking 24% loss in value in 42 days. That's ridiculous for a market cap sized asset. This large, right? I mean, this is a massive market cap. So, yeah, overdue, and we're just catching that. So, no real structure. Apple, really nice, right? They recaptured 220 yesterday. They even back tested it. Now we engulfed, right? So there's quite possibly some good upside. Take you to 237 from here. It was kind of brutal, but it's like, hey, no, to close the week out. On Friday, that was really strong. Gapped up, and now you're just holding. Okay. You're safe above 220, below 216, you're in trouble. That's about it. Is the stream on? We good, man? Chat, y'all here? Yeah, Crow is pumping. What did they do? They did something. Burn some coins, or... yeah, I don't know. Something, man. So just reading a little bit of chat. There's not much chat. There never is these days. Go to Meta. That, yep, 632. Formally tested today. And they definitely sold into it. And we closed, up 1.2%. And there's unfilled gaps below us. No structure, right? There's nothing we can do to manage our risk in this situation. Most of the time, it's going to be like that. I mean, it's very special when we have an edge, when we have structures, consolidation phases. It's all happening at key support resistances. Very rare. So, any given asset you're going to look at, most likely not going to have what we need. Okay, so we're just looking at the Mag 7. Okay, Amazon gapped it up back above $200, and at the highest daily close since March 5th. And yeah, I guess they got close enough to the oversold threshold of this major uptrend been going on since early 2023. Not much here. I mean, really, you look left, 214 as an overhead resistance. Maybe you'd say 210. But yeah, there's not much here. So good to see after such a fast-paced drawdown, you are reacting. And I'm telling you, I could continue on, and you would really want to see something like this if you could help it. I mean, it really would be a dream. We could like post trade setups. You want dragon patterns. You just want things. Oh, I can remember this. Or if not, we at least come for we fill the gap at 196. I mean, come on, like you want gaps to fill, and you want discernible structures to develop on the daily. We don't have that. Microsoft, you know, despite all the great price action we've had on a few of these reactions we've been getting on some of the Mag 7s, Microsoft is just idiolated, right? 397, 35 is a big support there. There's nothing I can see that's great structurally yet. You're just going through, okay, the collective market's rallying, reacting off the lows, and this one's just, after all, look at this like quadruple bullish divergence, and this is all you're getting. It's pathetic, and the issue with this is the amount of work that needs to be done to reverse the trend is almost insurmountable right now. Like you think wherever this tops out, it's going to be a lower high than previous highs and just roll over again for a retest of the lows, and then maybe on the second test we might be looking at this more, but still, just that's pretty weak, man. So 6 of the 7 mags, magnificent, were positive today, but the one that did not close positive was Nvidia. But Nvidia is okay because it's back above 118 for now. Unfilled gap just below you. Go fill the gap, man, on all these, and then we could start running higher again. It's just okay. I just your argument to own Nvidia kind of dwindles, I think, below 118. But the issue with this is like it could run up and head to 139 and be another lower high. After Nvidia could go up from here 16% and still be a lower high than the previous high. Eesh. Okay. Yeah, we had a pretty mixed day. I think there were more losers today than winners, at least on my watch list. We haven't looked at Target in a while. It's on 2.7%. Dude, some of the, like, tech, okay, recovered. But look at, I mean, Target, man. Yeah, pretty brutal chart. Like, the trend is so bad now. Like, you're back at the support you saw in October 2023. And there's not really anyone coming in to buy. I mean, it looks like you got a date with $90 again soon. Getting real close to multi-year lows. We're talking like getting close to 5-year lows on Target. Micron's got problems, man, still. Like, okay, what'd they do? They squeezed it. Yeah, it was a squeeze. And what did they do? And just, you gotta be kidding. A third peak? Really? At the 200? I mean, this will give at some point, but that's just more evidence of distribution. And now you're just having support again. It's like, okay, that doesn't really look great. I hope it holds, but it doesn't look great. Las Vegas Sands, well, see, probably back down at $36. See, look at some of the market. It's like, wow, you know, the risk-on assets did okay, but then you look at some of these under the hood, and it's not really great, man. Stitch Fix. Well, we're waiting on this to go to 281. I think there's a short setup posted up here. Yeah, a lot of downside. Stitch Fix. Yeah, people be like, is that Wyckoff accumulation? Maybe, but it looks pretty weak to me. Under Armour, dude, really bad. I mean, this is terrible. Think about owning Under Armour since May of 2020. I mean, yeah, you got that one pump, the whole market, but look where we are now. I was optimistic about this in October 2023 at the M shape. Look at this, just unable to do anything. And now, like, the divergence is failing. Your bearish engulfing candle today. That was your lowest daily candle close on Under Armour today since August of last year. And you're getting real close to, I mean, they take out this 2022 low at 634 where you're testing again. I mean, it's lights out. Lights out until 520, 540. It's ugly, man. Real ugly here on some of these stocks. Pfizer, let's look at the, oh, it's bad. It's very bad. This is a short trade setup, okay? This chat, I'm just showing you, okay? This is incredible. Like, you wish this was, if we flip the chart over, I'd be so freaking turned on, okay, as a buyer. Oh, the positive price action correlation we're receiving at this level, right? Let me show you. It's not just there. It's way back, okay? I mean, we're talking serious 2013, 14, 16, okay? 2020. What they're doing now is like showing redistribution locally, all this negative price action correlation, and you flush today. That's a really nasty red candle, lowest daily candle close since like February 12th, and it's the downside potential. If what we're witnessing is real on Pfizer, oh my God, dude, it's a long way down, very long way down. So this is like, so when short on this, they probably have a stop, 27, 28 bucks, 27.50. Because like if they recapture $27 for real, hardcore, there might be a lot of upside. But what's going on right now since January is very basically redistribution. So look out. Looks disgusting. Okay. Under Armour had good news today. Oh, it was the good news. Ugh. How about Foot Locker? Foot Locker, dude. Wow. I mean, it just looks so bad. Look at these supports broken. It's a long way down. I mean, $9.50 to $5 on deck. Looks like. What a trend, man. Good downtrend. It's your friend here. There are more. BX Pay. Boston. This is it's real estate, but it's like Boston. I don't know, whatever the name is. Looks good for lower prices. The unfilled gap below you. This is, yeah, doesn't look great here. Southern Company, nice. Good to see the lowest daily candle close since like February 19th. Really nice bearish bat pattern up here completing, getting a pretty good reaction now. Hopefully it sustains. You might go for a type 2 at some point, but that's just after what a nice run you were on from March, a 1 year massive rally concluding with a W shape. I wouldn't be buying that up at 92 bucks, right? Holy crap, no. Tractor Supply Company, I mean, that is just a lot of failures from buyers to break resistance points, and you're below the 200 moving average, and today 53.28 regarded negatively, closed below it. It does not look, it looked kind of toppy. Just being real here, it looks toppy-ish. So keep monitoring it. How's Nike? Oh, how's Nike, chat? Let's get some Jesus chimes for Nike. The lowest daily candle close confirmed on Nike since March 23rd, 2020. So we're talking pretty almost to the date, 5-year lows again. Breaking support, though, more importantly. This is the first day traders have settled up below this 66.89 level. It is a swing low from 2018, swing high from 2015. Just such a real level that has been broken and confirmed broken with the daily close today. Big yikes on Nike. Get wrecked, man. But dude, everything's good. Yeah. Yeah. Sure thing, man. Sure thing. Oh man, I'm super sore. Texas Instruments, also some bad price action today. Well, you just tell me, back from 2022, these swing high reversal areas, so they went up to test it as resistance 2 days in a row now, unfilled gap. That's like almost a bearish inside bar. I mean, this just looks good for lower prices. The distribution is already evident on this chart, right? The buying climax, November, a big sell-off after the buying climax, and then attempted rallies once and twice, and both of those attempts were utter failures to recapture 202. I mean, this is what trend reversals look like, chat. It just is. Maybe not this time, but I'm telling you, you look at enough assets, this is how trends start to reverse. This is what it looks like, okay? Negative price action correlation to levels. Good Lord. So we're just looking around, man. Some of these.
Casey_Anthony_babysitting tip $25. Can we take a look at XMR?
Oh, you want to look at Monero, Casey? Anthony, thank you. Thank you, dude. Well, look, sure, Monero. Pure anonymity in the crypto world. So, AEP. So, this is something you would look at and say, all right, maybe it's not the strongest argument in the entire world, but, man, this is like a short trade setup that was posted. All of the short setups are any setup I'm posting. I'm trying to show you like why. I'm trying to construct an argument, and I'm trying to give you the why. I'm trying to show my work here. And it's like, why would one take a short setup around 105? Well, it's because not just locally, but it's because the swing high from 2020, 2022, multiple times, April and August. And you just said recently in September last year, and then they up thrust through that level. And when they up thrusted through that level, you started seeing some anemic price action. Very, very nice on the 4 hour. I mean, like a high, same high, confirming a top, and then the distribution comes in on the third peak. And that was really the argument. That was really like, okay, so it's like 1 here, 2, and then 3, and it's like, okay, rule of 3, distribution structure potentially, and there you go, right? A good start to that setup on the gap down. The gap might fill and they might test it again, but you would probably be short on AEP until the price of the asset achieved 107 or higher. Like that, your argument is strong for downside, good downside, max downside potential. Do you understand why? Because look what's happened in history when it fails here. Oh, okay. Good downside potential. So that's all. That's the reasoning behind it, So, okay, cool. Oscillators look beautiful for more downside. Even if they fill the gap, man, they could do it. They could bring it up 104. But your target like $95 here, straight up and down, and then up. Why not down? Okay, so they want Monero, man. The first request of the entire day. So, nice, dude. Thank you. That will be the only request of the day. Let's see. I don't even think it's gotten delisted from like everything. So, I'll just go to Kook one, I guess. Super strong, man. Super strong. Yeah. I don't know. That's just does not have all the data on it, though. Monero. Kraken. Here we go. Yeah, this looks like it's heading to 290. I'll show you. 290 would be your target here. Yeah, very, very strong. Lots of higher lows coming in above the 200 moving average. You wish most of crypto looked like this. It just doesn't. Crypto does not look like this collectively. This is in its own little world here. Yep. I mean, you could probably plot a channel of sorts. Oh, that's pretty gorgeous. Oh my goodness. You know, violation here on the bottom side, but man, if they're reconfirming it, you're near the bottom end. You know, 261 if you want to talk about 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 5 touches on the top side, the supply line. So yeah, good upside, but I mean, that's great little cute little channel there. I don't even care as much, but I care more about look left, and history shows you you're just, if you own this, you're just waiting for 288 to 290, 288, $288. You see the straight up, down, up, down, up, down. Look, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's it. That's your target. So if you're an XRP Moon Boy or XMR Moon Boy, you're just waiting for 288 probably. That's where it'll wind up most likely. Okay. Okay. Good stuff, Casey. I know it's someone's, oh, Casey Anthony, whatever. I think she went on TikTok and thought the world forgot about what she did, thinking she could start monetizing being an influencer, and it backfired really hardcore. And I think she already deleted her account. Yikes. Yeah, nice stuff. Monero is setting up for another, well, how much upside potential? You got about 29% upside. Maybe she is. I don't know, Von Trades. I don't really keep up with her social media, following, presence, whatever it is. At this point, I'd imagine there'd probably be people that would worship her. Because, yeah, people are, you know, people are vandalizing Tesla dealerships and innocent Tesla owners, so they would probably some people would worship and be super fans of Casey Anthony. So, all right, I've been live over an hour now, and yeah, looked at a decent amount of stuff. Starting to get really hungry again. Wish Valero looked better. Still hasn't proven enough. I mean, I like the higher low that came in, but they're still making lower highs. Yeah, you might be okay above 125 here. Maybe, but it would be better if really they gave us one more test like this, and then we broke the supply line. I'd feel a lot better about it because you got an M shape, then you get like a type 2 return of that M shape. On Valero, I don't think we're there yet. Making progress. Hess, though. Hess, holy crap. It hits a big resistance. Hess Corporation. Yeah, look at this. Look what it did today. I mean, this like, wow. Up against that 2023 high. I wonder if they can break it. It's going to be tough, but I do love this. I had like this. Not many oil stocks looking like Hess Corporation. So CVX was okay. Yeah, after that back test there. Really cool to see. I mean, today it hit its highest level since October of 2023. So CVS and Hess Corporation, oil stocks that are kind of doing better than a lot of other ones. All right. And we're waiting on oil still. They're getting there. They're not quite all the way there. Well, at least most aren't, but that's okay. Wow, International Paper killed it. International Paper, well, here's the thing. I mean, like the drawdown and then this really big rally, and I don't really know. Must have been a news-driven catalyst. Incorporating DS Smith into its portfolio, but reports lower demand from that division. Company plans to exit the global cellulose fibers business. Pump it, dude. Yeah, still got to be kind of, I mean, concerned about IP below $58. You get back above 58, maybe we're in business. But what a trend, and this is all but a complete trade setup. A setup was posted back in like March 2024, and this was the end of the trade. The exit was like $58, $56, $57. That's where it reverses historically all the time. So, but hey, it doesn't mean that the trend has reversed. Not yet. I mean, maybe locally you're correcting some, but you're still all right. Could be just back testing the level again. All right, well, business streams. Bitcoin 87,780. It's up on the new day by about $350, and that's great for the altcoins that have some potential arguments for upside after the buyers have recaptured these key levels that were broken in the past few days. They were broken, dude. We were screwed. And it's like, man, new data presenting itself where maybe, just maybe, we're not screwed anymore. And it started with Solana. It really did. Solana was, wow, the first of the big ones that made any sense. And this one, again, upside potential 160. So that's about, you got about 10 to 11% more upside on Solana before anything makes sense. All right. Would not be surprised if we got there. And now Ethereum starting to show a little bit of interesting behavior above 2050 and, 1972. You don't want to own it below 1972, but if we're above it, you got about 12, 13% upside before you hit the supply line of this well-established downtrend going back to mid-December. That's around 2280. That could be a target there. Now, it's all about 2127, just like Solana's 135.81 or whatever right here. You break that, we're in business. It's going to be an easy ride. I think 2280 to 2400, as you can see what history gives us when the buyers are take us above 2127. So that might very well be tested soon. Could be today. Go test that. You break it, quick ride it 2280. Okay. Wow, the music's gone. Forgot. Well, whatever. Who cares? Who cares, man? I don't even know where you can get a shirt like this, The shirt. This is the shirt. This is the Bitcoin logo on it, in case y'all didn't know. So, 87,820 on Bitcoin, up, $400. There's nothing here on Bitcoin. I mean, that little 4-hour channel supply line, they'll go test that again. But if they break it, you're going to see 92K, and we really want to see some favorable price action. We want to see buyers come in and break that level. So y'all are just hanging out with me in the penthouse, up here. Crypto Hoarder, what's up, dude? Thank you, man. I gotta get that one up coin figured out here on the laptop. Is it stitched? The answer is no. I wish it was. I don't dry it. I just wash it. Yep. Try the mic clipped. Oh yeah, I could try that now because the reason I took it off because it was too quiet. Way too quiet to. It wasn't working. I mean, it probably works now, right? Like I don't have to make an adjustment to this. Yeah, I don't know. What's the point of turn the music on? Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, streaming in these market conditions, not easy. Every day goes by and we barely make progress. People lose interest. Viewership just crumbles, tumbles. Nothing you can do about it. You're powerless to the sentiment of the market, powerless to people's interest. It can get demoralizing, man. It really can. No, I mean, embroidery of this logo would be sick on a shirt. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe solely. Because we have buyers recapturing key levels on some altcoins. Solana, Ethereum, and we looked at a few others. Filecoin. It's kind of crazy. So, storage coin. Like, what are they doing? It was over, but not anymore. We got a chance now. Sure, go for it. Make me one. Make me an embroidered shirt. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll tell you, the contrast of stream activity from here and here, from all of this to just this, it is straight up night and day. Yeah, it's like you wonder why people like Big Boy Crypto go nuts. People go crazy because as a streamer, it's not like anyone's fault, but I mean, going through this was like going crazy, really crazy. But the run up was nice, short lived. 8 months of this. It's like straight, you're looking at mental illness on a chart, and we're still so elevated compared to all this, and doesn't matter. Everything's the same as it was in late June, mid-August. Chip flow here. Well, we looked at a bunch of charts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I'll just let y'all go. Kind of make some dinner, and let's just be grateful for the few days of favorable price action, and this would be a start. If it was going to reverse, this is how it begins. If storage was going to recover, this is how it kind of looks at the beginning. This is how it looks. Failed attempt from sellers to break key levels. They recaptured the key levels, and here we are, the genesis of the recovery. You have 42-cent target if it really was happening. Shiba, it would be the genesis. Well, yesterday was the genesis, 2 days ago, whatever. Your upside potential on Shiba, if they really did take us to the next level, 21% upside. Filecoin, right? Just the beginning. This is how it starts. If this is real, if what we're witnessing is real on Filecoin, the upside potential is massive. I mean, it is great opportunity if they come back in. I mean, we got 25 to 35% upside on Filecoin here. Crazy, isn't it? You don't want to own the asset below 20 or $2.80. You just don't. It's a cutoff. But that's the beauty of where we are. You're at levels where you can optimally construct a trading plan. Okay, quick, easy. Your downside's minimal, but your upside is virtually unlimited. Okay, so this is what you're kind of the stuff you want to see. It was really bad March 10th, man. It was the worst thing you could ever dreamed of. But after the past 2 weeks of price action, things are kind of recovering. Levels are being recaptured. Arguments could be made for more upside. Until we're back below it, then we're screwed again. And I'll be here to cover that. So anyway, appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for start working at McDonald's, man. Casey, Anthony, thank you for the request. Okay, Lord Beerus, he was the second largest contributor, and he was shilling a scam coin. And then Angry Abuelo, thanks for the 420. Dude, times are bad. Times are real bad. Okay, so I will talk to y'all later.